sourdough baker, and today I popped into Fortnum Masons to see what sourdough bread they had and if they had any different types of butters in there. Well, I was pleasantly surprised to see that they did have a few different butters, and I picked up 2 of them. And the first one is a date and rum butter. Now that does sound delicious. I think that was about £5. It's a rich and boozy butter that is delicious melted on toast or fresh scones. Now, do I need to make some discard sourdough scones to try that? Or just some toast? I have no idea. This is just too exciting. Then I also got some sea salted butter. They did have another 2. I didn't get them because I didn't actually like the sound of the flavours, but if you watch my other video, you will see the different flavours. They just didn't do it for me, so I didn't grab them. So there you go. So I picked up those 2, and I also had a little look at their bread selection. I did ask somebody. They don't sell flour at Fortnum Masons, so I was a little bit disappointed about that because I did want to try making some bread with some flour for Fortnum Mason, but I can't. So anyway, I did get myself a loaf of bread, which is just their standard loaf of bread. Now, I'm assuming they baked that this morning. It's now the evening. I bought it in the afternoon, so it may not be the freshest based on that. But let's give it a try. I like the design that they've done on the top. They've tried to be a little bit fancy with doing a little crisscross design on that. It almost looks like it might have a bit of rye in it or something because it's quite a dark colour. Doesn't look like it's burnt. It does just look like a very dark loaf. So let's cut it open and have a little look inside and see what we think of Fortnum Masons sourdough bread. Oh, it looks good inside. A lovely distribution of bubbles, and it's got a lovely rounded top on it as well. Does it have a good crunch? It's got a good spring. The crunch isn't there, but as I said, it's been out on the side, plus it was probably baked first thing this morning, and it's now 6 o'clock at night. So of course it's probably lost a little bit of that freshness. But as you can see, there's definitely like flecks in there of like wholemeal maybe, or spelt, rye. It didn't actually say. I'm sure if I asked and I went and looked at some of the ingredients and stuff, it probably would have told me. But there was just a big table of all different types of sourdough. And this one didn't sort of explicitly say exactly what was in it, but I was happy to try it. So, of course, it's made with wheat flour. So, of course, you know, from a gluten-free perspective, it definitely wasn't a gluten-free version. But I'm excited to try it. And, of course, I'm going to try it with, I'm going to start with the sea salt one. I've got 2 knives out. Do not panic. Now, how do we get into this fancy-pantsy butter? There we go, lovely. It's like double wrapped. It's like pass the parcel for butter. Smells like butter. Let's give it a try. See if we like it. Yeah, I definitely feel like the bread, it's not stale, but it's not as fresh as obviously would have been baked this morning. So, but that shouldn't affect the flavour at all. But lots of lovely butter. I'll probably put too much butter. I just want to try the other one now, don't I? We'll try it. Oh, that's delicious. The butter is super, super creamy, but not too heavy on the salt. It's definitely tasted, it's got that sea salt in it, but it's not too heavy on the salt. The bread's nice. I think it would be better toasted right now. I think it would just give a slightly better flavour and melt the butter and stuff. But that's really delicious. I really like that. It's got a nice flavour. I don't know what other flours are in there, but there's definitely something else going on in there which is very nice. It's giving like a richer flavour. Right, so let's try the date and rum butter, because I think that one sounds quite interesting. I imagine this is double wrapped as well. Let's see if we can work our way into this one somehow. I'm so excited that I went to Fortnum Masons today to go and get these. I'm such a geek, such a sourdough geek. Running around to all the shops. I did say, should we go to Harrods as well? And Ben said, should we just go home? Yeah, maybe next time. Ooh, I can see it's a dark colour. Very dark. Ooh, it looks, oh, I like the way it's rolled up. Oh, that's cool. lay it out flat, oh my god, that actually just smells, that just smells like a hot cross bun. Oh, that's amazing. That I think is, I might have to go back to London. I haven't tried it yet, but just from the smell. Imagine that on a hot cross bun. I have to try that. Oh, that's amazing. That is so cool. That, on a hot cross bun, would just take hot cross buns to the absolute next level. I've just spread hot cross buns on my bread. That is absolutely delicious. So if you ever find yourself in London and you've got nothing to do, go and pop into some fancy shops and buy some bread and butter and see if it tastes any good. Because that was well worth the trip. You never know, watch this space. You might see Harrods come up next.